It is Monday.
Does that make it more or less likely he's going to turn up?
No, I don't know. Both.
You could just tell him your dog ate all your notes on the market today.
My dog ate my computer.
And then JD would say, all right, we're getting a dog.
I'm like, no, we're not. I went because they wouldn't let me leave it in the backyard. They're like, we want a dog and we want it to stay in the house. I'm like, no.
You need to send her a message saying, threaten to get a rabbit if you won't get a dog.
I'm like, I'm not. Oh, I see a camera.
Oh, there he is, kid. You're safe.
Nice shirt. Unbelievable.
It looks like ninja stars.
Is back up through VWAP. I'm going to let it do whatever it's doing. If it does that, it'll set a little pivot down here at the bottom if it makes too many more highs. I don't want to do that, so I'll just let it squeeze back out and try it again. But it should lose right here if it's going to happen. It's got the bid. SPY stuffing at the open price, so what the hell? Ugh,
Yeah, there's
what a
that push to
squeeze.
try and get those shorts at open. And it's pushing.
Apple looks like it's going to try and squeeze.
Mm.
You are being a pain in the ass. Hamish was right
It
about
isn't.
you.
It's me. It keeps on sort of going. Come on, come on, come on, come and get me. It's just like I don't like the color of that time of sale.
People are buying this thing right now. They just haven't accepted their inevitable doom yet.
Mm. Well, I mean, you could
It's a
say
bull
that's
market.
setting,
The bull market's back. Quick,
it's setting at the
buy.
neckline at the
Buy
moment.
everything. Start buying. Oh, wait. That's right. We're really high again, aren't we? Thunk. Goodbye.
There you go. Gotcha. Come on.
Dude, this thing's a goner. It pulled back. We picked up an ask on Apple at like 154.30. So maybe we squeezed there, I guess. But when that pulled back, though, we got no volume on Apple's pullback right there. Did Q's look that? Q's looks a little bit more interesting. It's coming back to PDC with a vengeance right now. But its ladder is actually heavy. Oh, never mind. Something just changed. Q's just picked up a bunch of orders at 302, 50, 80, and a little higher. Somebody bought that. I don't think that's a good decision. Apple is.
So how would you read Apple's ladder right now?
Balanced.
Balanced. So the orders that are way down. At
Maybe
the
a
bottom,
little heavy still.
Mhm.
But there's this order sitting at 154.30, which is basically back up near value on the intraday. That's still sitting pretty. I'd like to see that order drop. If that order comes off the book, Apple's screwed because that's the order that's holding up the market maker right now. But or holding up the system, if you will. Because basically, if the Qs or the SPY decide to squeeze PDC, that's where we're going to go on Apple. But right now, the SPY is again struggling to hold the open price, and Qs is struggling to get back to PDC pre-market low, and it has 2 daily levels underneath it. So if it can't support here, if Qs loses, it's previous day, it's probably previous days and previous low, or hold on. Yeah, previous low and previous low. If it loses those levels, we basically confirm an isolated pivot at R4 on the Qs, which means we probably sell off all day. So ladder AMD. So, but if I see an AMD, not AMD, if on Apple, if I see that top side order at 154.30 cut and drop off, then I'll know that the bulls are giving up, right? Which means the bears are winning, which means I'm winning because I'm a bear right now. Roar. Big old bear. Roar. Drop. Yeah, baby. Next partial's S3. Let's go. All right, back down to the daily level here. Look at Qs. Be right back. I'm gonna grab a drink.
balanced, or
It does.
Yeah, well, we could squeeze maybe. Well, we're mid value now anyway. But someone just defended those daily lows on Qs. A ton of volume hit Qs at 300. I don't know if it was a big cover, but whatever it was aggressive.
so on that Apple short, what you said, you wouldn't add into that position. Is that mainly because of the 154.30 order, or what would make you add into your short?
Yeah, I didn't want to add into it because of the large order to the top side, right? And it just makes it look like it's too likely if a squeeze occurs that I want, if there was a big order and that big order was at like 154, then I could have added and then put my ad at like 154.13 on the top of PDC or something like that, right? And that would have been reasonable. But otherwise, for me, like if I had to put, I don't like adding into a position that was somebody getting out. It was a cover on Qs. That's starting to read like a short cover, but we'll see if it defends these daily levels. There's still big bids, but
Are you saying you like big belts and you cannot lie?
for sure. I like big bids and I cannot lie. All out Apple.
Ooh. There were some people giving up right there on SPY. I think we might go for high a day now. Something happened right there. That was interesting.
No, there was a big short cover and the market maker's imbalanced now. Something's going on. We got volume.
Time is at 10:11.
Yeah, but they keep being rejected up there just short of open. Hard.
There's orders on Q's topside now. If Q's could stuff, if they stuff, then it's no good. But if they buy here off of 300, I mean, it can be a party. That big volume that came in was pretty serious.
Everything's just very balanced and looking sideways.
Mm.
Nvidia's not. It just looks like a short. And now more bid on NVIDIA. To S4 is going to get a call out.
Watching AMD down here at S4. Seeing what it's going to do here. If it's got this really big bid down at 85. So she may want to sell all the way down to 85. Robin's in it already, I think.
Yep.
Yep. Well, I'm done for the day. I'm gonna take my Apple trade and call it done. I cut the trade because we were down at S3, and I was just like, you know what, I'm done. So I'll take it.
Live to trade another day.
Well, I mean it's 5-hour trade, so but it could have been better. I mean, I could have. It never lost. If now that I'm looking at it in hindsight, it never lost my trending EMA. So I could have held it for a little bit longer for confirmation, but whatever. Dang it, man.
Stop looking at it.
No. Now I was gonna go short in Qs,
Oh,
but I decided not to because it's too mid value. So I was, and we're too close to S3. But I still think Qs can buy up and squeeze here. So, but AMD is running for this really big bid down at 85. So I was thinking about AMD short S4 for
Intel's
a
getting-
breakdown to 85.
Intel's getting a stack of volume right now. It's like 5 times, 6 times the volume of the previous minute, and it's right against. It's between the two S3s at the moment. And it had news.
I hate it when you get in a trade and suddenly your target just disappears on you.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking hell.
Ugh, AMD, what a waterfall, man. That would have been such a nice trade. Robin's getting paid today. Good job, Robin.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Okay, this is where it got bought up last time. See if it fails here on SPY.
Qs has to get to 2, like, Qs has so far to go before it gets to its lower levels.
What was Hero asking?
You mind tell? Oh, he's asking Robin, what signal you used to short AMD?
The signal was. It was keep failing S3. When it broke the high, it didn't push up. It just fizzled. So that's where I shorted.
Yeah, and if you look
Same
at
idea.
SPY, if SPY wanted to go long, it should have broken it on that second attempt.
For sure.
I mean, either they're in or they're not.
Well, yeah, I mean, we were basically at an inflection point, right? Like someone had to make a decision
Mhm.
there. So if anything, that's just a good point to toss the dice. You know, even right or wrong, those are you're at a time where someone's going to make a decision. So go for it. But yeah, you
Q's
could
looking
tell as
interesting
it
right
was
now.
trying to push, it just wouldn't. The shorts would not stop out, and the bulls just would not come in and buy the highs. So every time it
Nope.
pushed, it just kind of bleh.
Yeah.
And remember, for the
Absorption.
market to do anything, it needs push. It needs volume. It needs help for it to especially to break top side out of a range. It can fall back to value really easy, but for it to actually break out and run for higher value, it's going to need volume for that.
Bulls bailing bears bailing and bulls jumping in.
Yep, you need it all.
It didn't. I love watching that volume at the top. If it gets that bump and comes back and tests and pushes, it's like it's golden. If not, all right. We're at the middle. We can still come down on SPY to S3. That's the daily level. The last two.
Yeah, look at this. Robin was just turned AMD into her own personal punching bag today.
49 minutes and no trades.
That's amazing.
You're slacking.
The only way that ever happens to me is if I'm like in a car dropping kids off at school. I applaud your effort.
AMD still has that lower bid down there to like 84.70.
85 and then 84 70, like 70 something.
Yeah.
The 70 something one keeps coming on and off for me though. Like it's there sometimes, it like flickers. This $85 one though is massive. And there's more to it than they're showing me. Well, if you're Mark Kareem, you're always team without. So that makes it really easy. But if you're looking to add complication to your life, which I always am, I basically today is a without day for me for the most part. Because if you look at the previous day, we were opening within the previous day's highs and lows. And if we open within the previous day's highs and lows, I really don't need the pre-market data because the previous day's highs and lows are good enough. When I want to add the pre-market data is whenever we've gapped or whenever we're outside of the previous session's highs and lows. Because of the movement, I'm going to want to factor in the pre-market data so my cams readjust to where I'm at.
I'm watching behavior on SPY, and there's a lot of indecision right here today. And I'm thinking I may just bow out today. Nobody knows which way it's going.
No,
I'm not.
That's the
seeing,
nature of today, right? Just where we are.
Yeah, it's just we're right in the middle of value from the last couple of days. We went too high, came back, and now testing right down the middle.
And now we're going to try and defend Qs and squeeze it back up into the previous day's candles. But if we reject the bottom of these candles on Qs, I don't even know where we go at that point.
I keep seeing us go down and selling off, and it gets bought up off of 394.5. Strong.
AMD's R3 monthly is here. It's going to be very interesting. See what happens here. We got our big $85 bid still. I just put in the room. Good thing I wore my brown pants. The question is, if AMD holds this back test and makes new lows, does Robin add into the push to 85? Only if it breaks. Because if it squeezes the other direction, if it comes back through S4, we get a squeezy.
Okay, let's see what happens here. We've had attempts to hold at 394.5. Let's see if we get volume when we
Oof,
push through
Qs
this.
came right back to previous day's low.
Be able to S4 again. Well, let's see if SPY can get back above VWAP. If it can, then I'll probably take my
Luke,
little...
that's not true. Robin's not embarrassing you. You're embarrassing yourself.
Yes. Look in the mirror.
Oh my god. If you can't handle getting punched in the face, don't come to Fight Club. That's all I got to say. Right, Hamish?
Indeed.
Now fuck off.
And die.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a bit strong, but I'll accept it.
But he means it in the nicest way possible.
he totally meant that with love. Oh my god. Luke's like, if I was paying to be here, I would have just left. He's like, I did not sign up for this kind of hazing.
It's still at 50%. Nobody knows
Big
what
old
they're
bid at
doing
85
today.
on AMD. Someone just smacked that ask on AMD real quick. They're trying to buy Qs again. It's interesting. We actually seem to have a lack of desire to sell. It seems like our bears are lacking a little confidence. Maybe it's because we're so close to 299 on Qs. They're afraid it's going to buy off. There they are. There they are. Found them.
The longs gave up. They started pulling on SPY, the whole market. Everybody jumped in. There it comes. Look at the volume coming in now.
Yeah, there it is. Now we go to 85 on Apple or AMD. Hold on, I'll be right back.
I was just looking at NVIDIA and I saw the volume come in. I went, oh yeah, it's not going. All right.